My dear parents, my fellow parents, we have to talk. This matter is serious. I believe that whole kids make whole adults. But I also believe that it takes a whole adult to raise a whole child, because you cannot give what you don't have. So this conversation is about you, parents, getting okay first. Stop and ask yourself, who am I and what am I rubbing off on my children? So many of us have history of trauma. I heard someone say that sometimes you become the same mirror image of something that you once hated. Yes, your father, your mother this had this character about them that you absolutely what's that word? Your parents, your mom or your dad, they had this character, this behavior about them that you absolutely hated, that you swore that will never be you. But guess what? It is you. And that's because you didn't take time to heal yourself before you entered into marriage and then you started having children. If you must go for counseling, go for counseling. I know some parents who correct their children in a way their parents corrected them that they didn't like at that time. Call their children names that they didn't like when they were called those names. But you know, the thing with subconscious conditioning is that it's stored somewhere in your memory. And if you don't address it aggressively, it becomes part of what you believe about what should be done. So take a pause right now and ask yourself, how am I raising my children? And narrow it down to, what are the things I believe? And why do I believe what I believe? Some people grew up, people told me when I was much younger that a girl is to be seen and not heard. So when a girl is talking and expressing her mind, you see she's making noise. She should keep quiet. Meanwhile, this is a girl that God has given the power of expression, because she's going to advocate, she's going to speak out, she's going to make a lot of money with her mouth. But the reason why you find yourself, being repulsed by your daughter's talkativeness, as you call it, is because they told you the same. Or you heard where auntie was scolding that girl that was always very expressive, that, shut up, don't you know you're a girl? So that's that. You need to heal yourself from that condition, and you need to come to a point where you begin to redefine your beliefs, what you believe about life generally, what you believe about God, what you believe about your children and the children that God has given you. Yes, I know we are very quick to quote scriptures, we pray and all of that, but when they start manifesting, you might find yourself, being repulsed by the personality of your children. Deep down, it's not because they're doing anything wrong. It's just because that's something that you have not dealt with, you have not appreciated, or you have not gotten to a point where you believe your own perspectives about raising children. You are stuck in what you have been conditioned to believe or to think, and is seeping out in the way you're raising your children, right? Maybe your parent didn't leave anything for you, and to you the subtotal of what matters is naira and kobo, dollars or whatever currency. You feel like it's all about the mullah. It will shock you to know that all those children you are doing all those plenty things for, what really matters to them is your presence. It has always been that. But because you lived in lack and you have sworn to make it up to your children, you are not making decisions and choices that are all encompassing. So you need to heal from that. You need to heal from the ideology that you have to perform to be accepted. Maybe because you had to perform, you had to pass to get love. It's one thing to encourage your child and say, wow, if you get this result, if you get this result, this is what I'll do for you. But that's not the basis of your love for your child. Your child knows that they are loved and they are valued. But when you begin to make performance a part of it, watch it. Because those children will grow up to think that love is about performance. And maybe the reason why you are like that is because that's how you were trained. And it will not just be about your children, it will also be about your spouse. They have to perform to be loved, to be accepted. And some of us are still dealing with some of these things. They seep into how we parent our children. And at the long run, we are cycling the same trauma that we promise will end with us. So this is a reminder that it can change. And it can change by you taking a pause to assess your values and your belief system. I'm rooting for you, always.